Well, hello, brothers and sisters. Hope you're doing well on this warm Monday in August. I just want to take a time, first of all, to say that I love you and I thank God for you. And I'm also very proud of you. These last 5 weeks in the core team meetings, you have been very patient. You have shown much eagerness and attentiveness to the materials. Some of you have even shared some feedback of some of the things you've been learning. And I'm very thankful for your encouragement towards me. It makes it that much more of a joy to teach you. Also, wanted to give you a brief update. So you might be wondering, where exactly am I? Well, if you're from this area, of course, you will probably recognize that we are in, or I am in Barling, Arkansas. You might be asking, Blake, why are you in Barling, Arkansas? Well, that's a great question. I didn't even know Barling, Arkansas existed until about 6 or 7 months ago. You see, guys, ever since we began thinking about where we might plant as a local church, we know that long term, our hope and our goal is that we end up in Chaffee Crossing. The name of our church will be called Chaffee Crossing Baptist Church. And that's our hope and prayer, that we put down roots in Chaffee Crossing. As you guys know, even when we began meeting in the house fellowship in our home in May, it was still very undecided, though, where we would find a place. And as we pushed through all those meetings together and made it through June, we started meeting together in my home, and then we went out to Greenwood. The Lord provided for us a building for 4 weeks out at Bell Park, and it's been a wonderful 4 weeks out there. And as I mentioned yesterday, we have been seeking out God's will and where He would have us, and have us meet as a core team and into a church in the coming months and years. And we've been waiting. We've been waiting for weeks on an answer, and as of last night, I received news that it is official. We are now going to be able to have our own place to lease for at least a couple of years, and we are going to be meeting in this building in Barling, Arkansas. I'm not sure if you can see with the bad sun blocking my vision, but this is the old ERC building. In case you're not aware of what this is, but this is 813 Fort Street in Barling, Arkansas. And Lord willing, this week we're going to be making it official and begin thinking about what it's going to look like to move everything in the coming weeks. So as you can see, this is the foyer. I'm not sure if you can see much in there, but nonetheless, you will get to see that in time. And then over in this direction is where the main auditorium is going to be. It's actually a fairly large basketball gym, and that's going to be a real encouraging place for us as we seek to know our God together through the Word. So you might be able to see it, you might not, but eventually you're going to be able to see it. Now you might be asking, Blake, are we going to start meeting in there this Sunday? Well, I think in a perfect world, we would be. But as we've been learning in our growing together, we need to be patient. And so what I have been thinking of is where we could meet for a few weeks while we get this place cleaned up and ready for us to meet regularly together as a church. And so starting this Sunday, for the next 3 Sundays, we're going to meet at River Valley Community Church. That is a fellowship in Chaffee Crossing, a block away from the Enchantment Wedding Chapel. I have met their pastor, Pastor Adam, and he has given permission, along with his elders, for us to use the facility on Sunday afternoons from about 4:30 to 6 o'clock. They already have about 110 or 120 seats that we can use. We won't be able to spread out as much as we have in Bell Park, but I think we'll be able to spread out sufficiently for our size gathering. And so if you want to go ahead and look up where River Valley Community Church is, again, it's in Chaffee Crossing, and we're going to start meeting there for the next 3 Sundays at 4:30 to finish out our core teams. And our hope and our prayer and our goal is that we will begin moving things into this building, like chairs, a sound system, eventually having some big cleanup days. I'm going to be sending some emails of signups to do that in the coming weeks of how you can help serve and participate in this exciting time. And then we'll be rolling out a revised schedule for the month of September. I want to give you some updates on some exciting things coming our way in the coming weeks. So brothers and sisters, be encouraged today. the Lord is faithful. The Lord doesn't tell us the future before it gets here, but he does promise to meet us right where we're at, to give us what we need when we need it. And so when light is needed, when a decision is needed, the Lord will provide. And so he has shown that once again, and the Lord has met our needs one week again. So be encouraged. I'll give you more details in the days ahead, but this is the building, the ERC building in Barling. Again, 813 4th Street. You can come drive by. There's plenty of parking, as you'll be able to see. We will have plenty of outdoor room for kids to run around, and we will have, obviously, time for everyone to come see it in the coming weeks. Love you guys, and continue to stay in prayer. And remember the promise from Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has its own troubles. It's sufficient for its own troubles. Today is enough for us. And so let's just trust God for what he will do and what he'll provide one day at a time. Love you guys.